If you're interested with non-surgical procedures, please do click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you'll get updates in the science of non-surgical, non-invasive, and minimally invasive aesthetic procedures. Hi, I'm Dr. Contessa. Welcome to the CSA Certified Skin Authority. In today's episode, we have a topic called chin augmentation. And today, we have our guest, a returning guest. Let's all welcome Dr. Mark Rojas.
Hi po. Hi, Doc.
Welcome back,
Thank
Doc
you, Doc.
Mark. So, if you recall po, we did acne scar management on Mark. We did several procedures, lasers, PDO threads,
fillers,
dermal fillers. Yan. So, let's ask Mark. So, after those treatments, how was it?
sobrang laki na ng improvement, Doc.
Right.
Like, a lot of people have been telling me na nabawasan na talaga yung mga baku-bako kasi nabubuli talaga ako dyan dati, Doc. Nasabi
Right.
naman na natin yan dati, di ba, Doc?
So, you shared before, because of those acne scars, some people are
Bullying me.
Right. But I can see Mark right now, he has really an improved skin texture. The acne scars, they already resurfaced na. Yung dating mga sunken mo, nag-angat na. Yan. And ano na lang, minor na lang na parang mga blemishes na lang, and then that can easily be treated. We have some microdermabrasions, we still have some RF microneedling and other laser devices that we can use for maintenance ni Mark, ni Doc Mark. And by the way, Doc, congratulations,
Thank you,
Doc.
Doc.
Yan, dati medical student, ngayon po official na siya, licensed physician. And aabangan natin anong magiging kanyang specialization. Soon to be, isang plastic surgeon. Okay, God willing. Okay, today, we have a special topic na naman. This is the chin augmentation. Kasi before I was assessing Mark, we did yung tinatawag na analysis based on the rule of thirds ng mukha. So, yung upper third, middle third, lower third. Kasi, Doc Mark was visiting me, Doctora, what do I still need on my face? And when I looked at his face, initially kasi you wanted to do yung tinatawag na mga proportions, okay? Kasi parang sabi mo sa akin, parang may kulang.
Meron akong nabasa, Doc, na article that claims that beauty is about measurement.
Right,
Tapos
yes.
parang nag-suggest sila ng mathematical formula, golden ratio.
Yeah, the golden
So may
pie.
1/3, 1/3, 1/3. And I think napag-usapan natin, Doc, na sobrang lacking yung lower part of the face.
Following that rule of thirds, yung lower part nga, parang may deficiency. Parang in terms of the vertical dimension, that it seems like we lack in terms of the height dun sa lower third ng ating mukha.
That causes the imbalance, no, Doc?
Yan.
That makes me look less appealing. Kasi,
You're appealing, actually, Mark.
Yung measurement hindi ideal eh.
So, we just wanted to make it balanced, harmonious, proportionate. Yun. Going back dun sa assessment, sa tinatawag na face mapping or analysis dun sa rule of thirds. So, when we do, again, let's share to our televiewers. When we check on the upper third, okay, di ba yung upper third hairline up to this supraorbital ridge, what do we check? Yung sa forehead and glabella, we check for lines, wrinkles. Si Doc Mark kasi masipag mag-aral, nagpupuyat, nagjo-duty. And medyo nanonotice ko lang po yung medyo sunken na siya dito and forehead lines, yung horizontal lines. Masipag mag-isip eh. Analytical thinker. And then stress daw also. And then also on the lateral side, yung temple naman, okay ba naman? So there's good fullness, although you may still need a little bit of a filler there. So with the upper third, noticing the wrinkling and also some beginning volume loss on the temple region na. Pag daw nagdo-doctor, too much stress, so stress can accelerate aging. Okay? And thanks to science, thanks to aesthetic science, we can already delay the aging process. Okay, let's proceed. Mid-face section naman ni Doc Mark. So, centrally speaking, okay, maganda yung profile, maganda yung kanyang projection, nasal region. And then, looking at the infraorbital, medyo yan, lack of sleep, puyat factor. So, we also check on the tear trough. We also check on this lateral aspect, the lid-cheek junction too. We check on that. Medyo, you will be needing some filler also here. And then, looking at the cheek and then lateral cheek, okay naman yung curve, pero a little bit of enhancement pa of the cheek curve here. And it's different for male and female when we do the cheek treatment. Kasi for some women, they wanted to have high cheekbone. For men, it's not really high cheekbone eh. It's just a matter of giving lang parang projection on the center of the face or the cheek region. Yan. Now, let's go to the lower third, the main concern of Doc Mark. Sa lower third niya, we look at the chin, we look at the jawline, we look also the jowls here. Then, kasama rin yung mouth area or around the mouth area. Now, the big thing that will really give tremendous improvement will be correcting the chin part. Kasi if you're gonna look, parang it lacks yung vertical dimension here. And then in the future, we may be able to do jawline definition. Bata pa si Dr. Mark, how young?
I stopped counting at 20,
I stopped
Doc.
counting at 20.
29,
Still
Doc.
young, yeah, still young. I think hindi pa naman niya kailangan yung jowl treatment here, and the mouth region, okay naman. So right now, we'll be presenting to you chin treatment. Yan. So, what kind of treatment, what material are we going to use? What kind of technique are we going to apply? So, I think that's the next one that we're gonna be talking about. So, we're going to do some markings. Let's review anatomy, Dr. Mark. Okay, so alam na alam mo to, anatomy. Okay, so in terms of the chin region, itong part na to, okay, the vital structure that we really have to delineate will be the mentalis foramen. Okay, so we have 3 foramens on the face. Supraorbital, yung dito, yung may notch. Okay, so nandito siya. And then infraorbital, here. And then it's aligned with the mentalis foramen. So yung sa'yo, nandito siya. So we have to identify the location of the mentalis foramen because there's mentalis nerve and vessels that come out from this foramen. Okay, so kumbaga danger zones when you do chin filler. Okay, again, same thing on the other side. So palpate for the supraorbital notch. So normally we have it here, medial aspect of the brow region. Okay, there you go. And then make a linear, like you place this pen here, and then you have your supraorbital here, and then your infraorbital here, and then your foramen mentalis here. Okay? Recall, Dr. Mark?
Parang first time, Doc. Good.
And then in terms of the area here, inferiorly kasi, we have the mentalis bone here, right? Yung part ng ating mandibular bone. This one, inferiorly speaking. And then, yung anatomical layers, we have the skin layer, and then we have the subcutaneous fat, and then we have some muscle, yung mentalis muscle natin, and then we have some, alam mo, yung may mga fascia dyan, and then onto the bone. Okay, you still recall. So, in terms of doing your dermal filler sa chin region, the anatomical plane is always supraperiosteal. When you want to augment, when you want to volumize, when you want to emphasize the chin, it's better to do injection on the deeper plane. Okay, the others are just doing refinement. The others are kind of doing it in the upper layer, in the like mentalis muscle layer. But for Dr. Mark, we wanted to augment in terms of the vertical dimension. So, since we want also a shape na babagay kay Dr. Mark, the chin shape, it varies among or between genders. So we have feminine, we have the masculine. Hey, Mark and I would want to have like yung square chin. Gusto mo rin yun?
Yes.
Kasi I myself also wanted to have that like squarish ng konti. And I don't want for me, yung parang pointed, too much pointed. The others kasi want that be contour, and then they want it really very pointed. And I want mine, in my case, like it's either rounded a bit or medyo squarish a bit.
Parang mas gusto ko nga din.
Ikaw rin, di ba? So, it's like a sexier thing right now. So, if we want a square chin type, the injection points would not be in the center. But we have to also make a marking asan ba yung midline. So, this is the center part of the chin region. Now, we have to inject laterally. So, on the sides of this midline here, we can place the filler. For example, this region here, this is where we want to inject or place our filler substance if we want it to be squarish. The others would want to have like yung cleft chin. So there's also a technique there to give this indentation in the center. You volumize laterally and then place something like something to depress this part here and inject on both sides. Okay? So, in terms of the anatomy, just avoid your mentalis foramen region and also avoid, actually there's also a submental vessel here. So, avoid those areas too. So, midline is safe. So, this area is a safe zone. Okay? Now, what product material are we going to use? So, there are two kinds of materials that we use here in our center. So we have the hyaluronic dermal filler. We also have the calcium phosphate dermal filler, which is the Radies. For Dr. Mark, we wanted to give really a substance that can be longer lasting, and at the same time, it will really augment, especially dito sa inferior part of the chin. So we wanted to elongate, and we wanted to also support, give like a bony support too. Okay, so kasi parang yung anatomy ni Dr. Mark nga, maliit ang mukha mo, Doc eh. You have a small face. A lot of people would want to have a small face. What we're just doing is doing the balancing, making it proportionate. Yung sabi mo, yung some measurements, ratios, and proportions.
Usually, Doc, gaano katagal yung pag-sustain ng effect ng Radies?
Well, the report from the Radies, the manufacturer, they were saying that the material can stay 18 months. Okay, but it's a biostimulator. When you say it's a biostimulant, it will stimulate your fibroblasts to synthesize new collagen and other fibers, mga protein tissue fibers. Remember, mga fibrous proteins natin. So it's like building natural substance inside with the help of that product material. Okay, so these were studied. These were proven scientifically proven safe. Okay, so kailangan lahat niyan may studies, and we have to really remind our televiewers na make sure when they want to do a procedure like this, they do a research of the injector who's doing the injection, make sure that they're really qualified to do such treatments, and also ask them what kind of product was used. Kasi, I don't know, there might be other filler substances na hindi talaga approved in the market. Okay? So, after doing the anatomical landmarks, we'll proceed with our second step, which is the actual procedure. Okay, I'll be using my Radies dermal filler for the chin augmentation. So, I have here a product, Radies. I'll start with the right side here, pinching the skin, and then inject into the bony part. Okay, and then push our material. As long as you're on the bony part, that's a safe zone. Okay, Doc? And then I'll push this one. I'll start with the half first, because we need to really do some balancing. Actually, while you're injecting, you can ask your assistant to put an applicator on the midline section so that we can have like a cleft chin effect. Okay, kindly place it in the line there. So, I'm doing the lateral aspect and pushing this dermal filler onto the bone, which is a safe zone. Okay. Kamusta, Doc?
Okay lang, Doc.
Okay lang, no? Tolerable, yeah.
May downtime po to, Doc.
Well, this kind of procedure, I should say, there's no downtime. It's a quick treatment. It's just an injection. But tomorrow, you kind of feel like the others kasi are saying parang, Doc, parang feeling lang bugbog, ganun lang. Okay, so I'm just pushing the product and then after that, I'll proceed with the other side. I'll do muna half and half, okay? So the next goal is to inject the left side portion of the chin, okay? So I have the applicator stick midline and then we need to volumize this side here. So I'm gonna be using again my radius, injecting into this side up to the bone. Sorry, Dr. Mark, there's just this needle. And then we'll be pushing onto the bone. Si Doc Mark, relax na relax lang. Diba?
Hindi mo masakit ba?
Ayun, hindi naman masakit. So, I need my non-injecting hand to support my injector hand, my injecting hand. So, of course, we have to be very relaxed with this procedure. Okay? And we're finishing with the other half. So, we have inserted our last dermal filler for this left side of the chin of Dr. Mark. So, again, I use the radius, the calcium phosphate crystal. Okay? I call this a semi-permanent material. Okay? And actually, we have a technique here. We place this applicator stick midline to give that cleft chin effect. Okay, so there's this micropore tape here to hold it. Okay, now we'll be releasing it. So let's look at the result. Kamusta naman po, Doc Mark?
May kasama bang anesthesia yun, Doc? Kasi medyo hindi ko na-feel yung...
So you didn't feel it? Yeah, the light...
Add ng filler.
Correct. The radius that we used was radius plus. It has also a lidocaine with it. Okay. So, ayan. Actually, meron na siyang volume, plump up na. Okay. And medyo dito sa gitna, parang konting indentation lang. Okay. So, we're gonna clean the area. So, let's show the result to Dr. Mark. Okay. Ang ating mahiwagang salamin.
Parang gender reveal lang.
Gender reveal lang. Okay. Look at it, Doc.
Wow.
So, na-plump
Nasaan na
up.
si Mark?
So, I'm palpating yung kanyang radius dermal filler, the radius plus here. So, actually, we can do a massage or molding massage. Okay. Massage ko lang dito sa my left side, the one that I injected ng bandang huli, this one.
May
So,
post-procedure care ba ito?
Yes po. So, after the treatment, actually, we just advise you to do ice compress in the area. Okay. And yung mga puncture marks naman, hindi na visible. Okay. So, kung may duty ka pa, Doc, pwede ka pa
Meron
namang
pa,
mag-duty. Okay, it's normal lang, parang may pressure or some kind of heaviness. Normal lang naman yun, that's temporary. Okay, but the good thing with the radius, as time passes by, it will still plump up and may biostimulation. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, parang meron pang build-up ng tissue inside. So, as time passes by, parang mas mag-develop and magkukontour pa yung iyong chin. And I really like it, how symmetrical it is. Look at that. Kasi maliit ang mukha mo, hindi mo naman kailangan yung sobrang laking chin, di ba? Something also proportionate to the upper middle part of the face. And wow. I could say wow.
Pero kailan, may follow-up treatment ba to, Doc? Like,
Yeah,
kailangan bang lagyan, i-retouch, ganun, after a few months?
Well, as I've said, yung radius natin medyo
18
tumatagal eh.
months, no?
But then, if it's still needed, if you still wanted to project it more, you can add more. You can still add more radius into the chin part. And hindi natin siya ginawang pointy, okay? So yung sa'yo, squarish ang dapat for Dr. Mark. Okay? So ito lang pala, correction ng chin. It's a lot better compared kanina, no? And if you're gonna look yung side view niya, yung kanina gumawa tayo nung A-line, tingnan natin yung anterior projection. Yung following that line from the tip of the nose to the lower chin. Ayan, a lot better na. Okay? So, I like it. Nainggit
I
ako.
like it too. Ikaw naman, Doc.
Yan, ako naman. And then, the good thing kasi, yung dito, hindi ko nilamnan yung gitna. So, pagka medyo overtime yan, parang mas makikita mo yung indentation dito sa gitna. Ayan. Kasi yung iba, gusto nila mala John Travolta chin, right? Yan, bumagay sa kanya, oh, nag-volume, nag-balance upper, middle, lower, third. So, ito lang, i-lengthen lang natin and then projection lang, malaking impact na siya. Oh, lalong, wow!
Okay na.
Bumata ka lalo.
Thank you.
Right. Bata ka na, lalo ka pang bumata. And nag-balance. Di ba? Kita mo sa mirror. Balance na. O, sige, Doc Mark, ano po ang inyong mensahe sa televiewers?
Para sa mga ka-CSA, gusto ko kayong i-invite dito kay Doc. Kasi, di ba, pangarap natin na well, magpagawa ng procedure sa ibang bansa like Korea, ganyan, US, Australia. Pero si Doc kasi, she trains there and she brings home the practice here. So, hindi na natin kailangan mag-travel doon, magbayad ng ticket kasi she brings the world-class practice dito sa Pilipinas. So, ini-invite ko kayong lahat na pumunta dito para ma-experience nyo din kung gaano kasaya maging batang CSA.
Batang CSA. I like that one. That's a new one, Doc Mark. And of course, maintenance na rin ni Doc, yung kanyang skincare pa rin. And then yung mga na-mention ko kanina, upper third, needs some Botox here, and then some minor or mild filler here, and under eye filler. Pero so far, so good na. Good looking na si Doc Mark. Ayan, meron na naman tayong bagong natutunan. Of course, sa CSA, I think a lot of our televiewers are learning a lot of things. Maraming ang nagpapa-thank you for this information.
Hi everybody, this is Dr. Mark Rojas, and this is approximately 27 hours post non-surgical chin augmentation by Dr. Contessa Salvador by CSA. So yesterday, Doctora put some fillers in my chin to augment it and to balance the symmetry of my face. So there's very minimal pain, only in the injection sites, and there's no hematoma or any swelling or any inflammation that's obvious. There's probably some inflammation inside because we've traumatized the skin, pati yung mga muscles na pinuncture and the muscle fibers that we punctured. Pero aside from that, there's no visible inflammation. And there's really minimal pain, and it looks very natural. I am very happy with the effect. Thank you so much, Doctora, and I'll keep you updated on the coming days.
So, ayan. Kung meron po silang katanungan, you may email us at csaskinclinic@yahoo.com. Our clinic is located here at the 2nd floor, Pure Gold Building, Dao MacArthur Highway, Mabalacat, Pampanga. Contact numbers 0933-860-9193 and 0917-504-4268. I also have my FB page, CSA Derm Centre, or also the Instagram, CSA Derm Centre. And ang iba naming mga videos, makikita nyo po sa aming YouTube channel. Just type Contessa Salvador. And please do not forget to click like and subscribe as well. So maraming salamat, Dr. Mark.
Thank you, Doc.
Hope to see you again. Na marami kasing nakamiss sa'yo yung nag-aabang ng journey ni Doc Mark sa kanyang acne scar management. Ayan, nakita na po natin siya. Ibang Mark, Doc Mark 2.0. Ayan, the improved Dr. Mark, the younger version of Dr. Mark. So, kung meron pong gusto magpa-consult kay Doc Mark, ayan, meron siyang clinic.
Sa Mabalacat District.
Yan, Mabalacat District.
Nag-plug.
Okay, so, when it comes to natural beauty, you can trust the CSA Certified Skin Authority.